Judy, welcome. All right. Good evening, Melody Thacker in the house. Welcome. I appreciate you guys very, very much. So, again, you are not a charity. Now, many of us have experienced people asking, "Hey, Judy, it's good to see you. Businessmen, welcome." People asking for discounts, people asking for different things, or maybe we just somehow feel obligated, whether it's because they're friends, whether it's because they're out of town guests, whether it's because we just started our business, whatever it is. Oh, thanks, Michael. Whatever it is, we tend to let guilt or stress or different things control the way we operate our businesses. For those of you guys who are new to the broadcast, I am live streaming. We're on 6 platforms. We're on Facebook Live, or we're on Instagram, Facebook Live, Periscope, Get Vocal. Hey, Nap, welcome to the broadcast. We are on my website. I can't even remember all the places. Our YouTube. Oh yeah, I didn't check you YouTubers. I got to go check and make sure. Oh, let's see. Oh, is that the old one? Sometimes it doesn't. It gives me the comments from the last one unless I refresh, even though I can see myself. So let's just make sure. Hey, Patricia, welcome to the broadcast. So Patricia's over here on YouTube. We've got Q the brand and Judy. We've got, we got all kinds of you guys. I see Stacy Lynn in the house, and thank you guys again for sharing it, because that's what this is all about, giving quality information to people so they can start to really rock that dream. Because we know businesses get a little tricky, right? We feel, hey, Miguel, welcome. Stacy Lynn, thanks for sharing it out. We get tricky. Now, if you guys are from the group, I'm not going to say what group this was. There was a conversation going on about the other people. Now, let's put a 3 in the chat box if you are in the direct sales industry or have been in the past, because this little tidbit, this piece that I'm going to talk about right now is for people that are in the direct sales industry or have been, that will understand it. I will expand it out to all business owners in just a second right after that. But let's start out with that, because this was really relevant and it was a big issue in this conversation. And I've watched this issue for a very, very long time. I've definitely watched that. Let's see if we can share that out. Melody's in the direct sales industry. Welcome to the broadcast, guys. Thanks for being here. Who else? I know we have a delay, so I'm going to give these a chance to kind of catch up. I'm going to check in our Get Vocal room as well and make sure Stacy Lynn is in there well. Stacy says, I believe I am now. Yes, you are. JL says he used to be. Anyway, thanks for being here, you guys. I totally appreciate it. So, the direct sales industry, although we all typically, hey, Barbara, thank you. And guys, if you haven't already, please share it out. Michael said 3. Share out the broadcast. I'm going to give you guys some words, some verbiage that's going to help you to feel comfortable and confident. Marcia says yes as well. Comfortable and confident. Hey, Denise, also. Standing up for yourself, not feeling guilty, but not being rude or disrespectful to other people, showing them the value you have to offer without discounting your products and services, because it's a huge issue. Now, when people start, we'll kind of give you guys a chance to send these shares out really quick so we can kind of wrap it in. Facebook Live is good. Thanks, Patricia. Wrap this stuff around, right? Is that, especially you were in the DSA. Okay, Michael, thanks. Especially when people are new. Somehow they walk in and all of a sudden they think, well, I have to sell this at a discount to my family. I have to sell it at cost to my friends. Hey, Michael, thanks for inviting people. I have to do X, or I need to sell it so bad, I'll sell it for anything, right? And that is not the approach you want to take. That will cause you some grief. Hey, Miguel, thank you. That'll cause you grief, and it'll stop you from being excited about your business. Because let's face it, if we're going to work 2, 4, 5, 10, or 20 hours a day, we want to make money, right? Put a 4 in the chat box if you guys want to make money. And let's own this, people. I mean, that's an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs want to make money. If you don't make money, it's a hobby, right? And if you want to make money, then don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed that you want to make money, because you should want to make money. Denise says she wants to make money. I know I want to make money. And that doesn't mean we want to make money off of other people, right? We're not trying to take advantage. Stacy says 4, JL says ditto. We don't want to take advantage of people. We want to give people the opportunity to do business with us. And in order to do that, remember the whole, you got to put your own oxygen mask on first, right? We have to put our oxygen mask on first. Judy says 4. And if we aren't prepared to make a profit, how can we possibly stay in business? If we can't eat, if we can't pay the rent, if we can't take care of our family, Leland says 4. Welcome, Leland. And thanks again for sharing it out, you guys. I appreciate it. If you can't provide for yourself and your family, then how are you going to stay in business to take care of these people? You're like a flash in the pan. They're getting their products at cost for a while, then they're not. And we're training them that our time has no value. I mean, truthfully, if you think about it, we're training them to say our time has no value if we're giving them the products at cost. And again, I promise I'm going to wrap this all around so it really everybody understands it. Marcia says 4, AWAX says 4, and GF, welcome to the broadcast. So, when you think about it, you're losing money. You're not breaking even. You're actually losing money when you give away your products at cost. Okay. And that goes for your services as well, right? I mean, its service is still a little bit different, but you're still losing money. And I want to explain that to you. And then I'm going to tell you about this situation that was going on and how to change your mindset so you can recognize that you are valuable and what you're offering is important and that people need what you have to offer and they're willing to pay for what you have to offer. And if they're not, then maybe they don't need it. And that's okay too, right? That's okay. It's okay if people don't want to purchase our products and services. What's not okay is us going bankrupt to provide that for them. Okay. Are you guys with me? Put a 1 in the chat box if you guys are still with me. Okay. Nice car. Welcome to the broadcast. Put a 1 in the chat box if you're still with me. I'm going to go check on our comments over here. Kathy Thorsell is in the house. Welcome, sweetie. Michael says 4. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to check the Get Vocal back room as well. Stacy and JL both said 1. I wish Randall would listen to you. Well, Randall will listen when he's ready to listen, right? But we need to recognize this because fear, F-E-A-R, and if you guys have read Evictable in your head, then fear is the one that stops us from doing what we want to do. Fear is the thing that stops us in our tracks and convinces us somehow that we should be doing something different because then his bully buddies come along. Judy's got a 1 in the chat box. Sorry. I know that it's weird. The angle is weird for me. So Patricia says, if we sold our products and services for someone else, we could not discount. We should not do this to ourselves either. Exactly. Thanks, Marcia. Hey, Bushmora, welcome to the broadcast. Again, thank you guys for sharing it out. I totally appreciate it. If you guys are on one of the platforms and I'm not answering your comments, give me a chance. I'll flip around. Facebook, for some reason, only allows some of them to come through during the broadcast. I don't know why, but when the broadcast is over and I go answer them, there's like 30 more comments there than what I was able to see during. So don't think I'm ignoring you. I try and reply to every single comment that comes through. Okay. So, you lose money when you sell your products or services at cost. So let's do this a minute. Thanks, Patricia. Let's look at this for a minute. Okay. So you take your time and energy to place an order, right? We have to either take inventory, we have to figure out what we want, we have to figure out what other people want or we think our customers are going to want, and we have to place that order. That takes our time, right? And our time is worth something. We'll talk about that in a second. Secondly, when that product comes in, we have to, check off a packing slip if we're actually getting products. And we'll talk about services in a second, but let's just do this physical, sometimes when we're talking a widget or a battery or whatever we're talking, people can understand. They can process it easier when we've got something physical that we're dealing with. So now the order comes in. Hey, Kim, Wendy in the house. Welcome, Kim. And we check off each of those items that came in. We have to verify this is what we paid for, this is what came in, so we know what we have. Okay, put a 2 in the chat box if you guys are still with me. I want to make sure I'm not losing anybody because this is so critically important. It's important in any business, but in the direct sales industry, people seem to get very confused about this when they start because that's an entry level a lot of times for people starting. Al, welcome to the broadcast. Hey, Story, welcome to the broadcast. Appreciate you being here. Again, and if you guys aren't following me yet, do a girl a solid. Give me a follow. We are multi-streaming, Facebook Live, Instagram, Periscope, YouTube. We're on Get Vocal. We're also on my website. So we got all kinds of stuff going on here. Kim, it's so great to see you. But when we have this product, thank you, Story, for sharing. Patricia says 2, Denise says 2, thank you. When we've got a physical product, we check that off. Now we know what we have. Now, let's say we purchase our product for 70 cents and we're going to sell it for $1, right? So there's a 30-cent profit on each one. Now, obviously, that's because I'm using something little and not something big. Thank you, Story. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Marcia. Like I said, I know we have some delays going on here, so I appreciate the fact that you guys are here. Kathy's, yes, thank you, Kath. Appreciate that. And our Get Vocal peeps say 2. So they are with us. JL and Stacy are with us. The rest of you guys that aren't ready to contribute to the answers yet, that's okay. Kick back, relax, and just listen to what we're talking about. Thanks, Michael. So we've got this product. And so for every one of these that we sell, right, we make 30 cents. If we buy them for 70 and we're selling them for $1, we're making 30 cents, right? So the more that you sell at 30 cents, I mean, at 70 cents, you're losing money because your time that you already invested is worth money. You invest the time because you know you're going to make the profit. You're going to make your 30 cents. Now, obviously, we want to make more than 30 cents, but I tried to use something little. And if I told you this was $100, then some of you, your brains would fry and say, Vicki, you can't sell a battery for $100. But hopefully you guys are with me because I'm trying to make this simple. So there's an amount of time we're willing to invest when we know that there's a profit coming on the other end. So not only do we have to sell those products, so let's say we had bought 100 and we sold 100 at cost. Now we lost the money from the time that we had to place the order, the time we had to check in the order, and there's there's an opportunity cost that's lost, right? Because of the time and energy you're spending selling to someone at cost. And there's a thing called arbitrage. Now, it might be minor in your business, but that's the amount of money that you're spending that you put into inventory that you can't put towards something else. Now, I know that one might be a little bit too advanced for some of you, but other of you understand that. Hey, Mama Gina, welcome to the broadcast. And so, those costs are lost, and then you again have to place another order. So are you guys with me here? Can I get a 3 or a 5 or emojis or something that says you get this? So now you've invested all this time and you made nothing. So you made 0 if you sold everything at cost. So that's why we want to give you the worst case scenario. Hey, Emil, welcome to the broadcast. If you sell everything at cost, you will not make a profit. You will lose money. It's not breaking even. Are you guys with me? I need a 6. How about that? We haven't done a 6. Give me a 6 if you're with me. And I know there's a delay, but I want to make sure you guys are with me because this is critical. Many people pop into a business and then they quit because they lost money and they can't figure out how they could have lost money. People have to know the difference between wholesale and retail. Yes, Michael, they do. Put a 6 in the chat box if you guys are still with me. Okay, a 6. Then I know because I haven't used that one yet. It's good to see you guys. Thanks so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Yes, we are multi-streaming. JL says 6. Stacy says 6. That's too many 6s, Stacy. You better put another one in there. Story, what are you saying OGs about? Hey, Kim got it. Michael got it. Marcia got it. So I know when you're throwing the emojis in there. I get it. Thanks, Instagram. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so now that we understand that we're losing money when we do that, then now we have to deal with the part about whether or not we're going to feel guilty about it, right? Denise says 6. Face palm, forgot about the admin form, bag, and delivery, right, Denise? Exactly. Kathy says 6. Thank you. Kim says it. Michael, Story, Mama Gina. Again, on all these platforms, so people are getting, but people do forget. So they think, oh, I'm just passing this on. You're not passing it on. You're losing money. Hey, Blur, welcome to the broadcast. So what I want you to understand, thanks, Marcia, is that it's okay for you to earn a profit. Okay, that's the oxygen mask, right? We got to put our own oxygen mask on first before helping other people. Because if we aren't making money, we go out of business and we cannot service the customer or the client. And so you want to make sure that you're providing value to them. You can't provide value to them if you go out of business. You can't provide value to them at a loss to yourself. I mean, if you're independently wealthy and that this is your ministry and you want to make it that, so it's a nonprofit, and like even nonprofits actually have to make money, guys, just so you know. Otherwise they go out of business too. But you have to recognize your own value, because even if you're only making a penny on each one of those, you're still losing money. You cannot continue to not consider your own time worth something when you're self-employed. You know, if you don't charge an hourly rate, you tend to forget that your time is worth money. But it is. And if you don't, like, your time is what you're selling. You sell a product, but your time is what you're recouping, right? And we want to change that dynamic to where you're providing so much value to your customers that they're recognizing the difference. Because this is the theme of tonight, right? You are not a charity. Okay, you're not a charity. If you are a charity, then you're not listening. This broadcast isn't for you, right? But even charities have to make money, right? They have to bring in money. They have to get donations. If you're the only donator, then that's what you want to do. Then hey, I'm not chastising you. I'm not ridiculing you. I say more power to you. But be honest. Be honest about what you're doing. People have to learn to sell at retail instead of giving away at wholesale. Well, they have to. A lot of people give it away at wholesale, or they do all kinds of stuff, right? But we have to recognize our value. So when your friends, and again, I promise I have a whole bunch of stuff to tie into here. It's going to be relevant to your business. It's going to be relevant to someone you know. So hit the share button. Leland says, "Hey, can I get paid for interacting with this broadcast?" Yes, Leland, you're getting paid with free information from me, which is way more valuable than anything else that's out there on the airwaves right now. So you can actually, I'm going to put a Patreon account up, or you can just go ahead and send money to my PayPal, Vicki at VickiFitch.com at PayPal, and I will take that as as your thank you. Everything I do in animal rescue is free, said while holding a sign that says "Will work for animals." Yes. And that's the thing, Kathy, is that everything you do is for free. And that the problem is that when your animals, right? I am not a charity. That's right, Kim. When your animals need something, you're the one who ends up having to pay for it if you don't get donations from other people. And so an animal rescue is something different, but asking for donations, asking people to contribute is the same kind of thing. Instead of just giving to everyone, right? We have to give to the people who need. And sometimes it's the animals because the people don't give a crap, which is super sad, right? And they just leave them on the side of the road, or the animal gets hurt, or the animal needs something, and so they just kick them to the curb. Then, and this might sound weird, so please don't judge what I'm about to say. I'm trying to be really heartfelt. Some people won't even, they don't want the animal and the animal's sick. They won't even pay to put the animal down. They just cast them aside. Businessman says 30-cent profit. Looking at monthly overhead, I have to sell 33,333 batteries to break even monthly. Well, like I said, you probably wouldn't be selling the individual batteries, businessman, but you're getting the point. Oh, thank you so much, Susie. So you're getting the point, which is what I'm trying to do, is help you guys break it down, what Tom Hopkins calls reduce it to the ridiculous. We want to recognize that we are worth something. And why is that we have either been conditioned, or we've been so afraid that we continue to offer up things to people. During this broadcast, and again, I know one of the girls is going to watch a replay. So I'm talking to you. I'm going to call you Dinah. Okay. I'm going to call you Dinah. So Dinah, I know that you were talking about having people come to events of yours. Now, in the direct sales industry, I'm going to talk you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to talk about myself. I was in the scrapbooking industry for 17 years. We hold workshops in the scrapbook industry, meaning I would get paid for people to take spots in my home, right? Now, I did have a big area, but they paid to come to my home. All right. So I want you to understand this. Now, I had a huge team. My team wanted to come experience my workshops. Okay. So are you guys with me? Can I get a 2 if you guys are still with me? I want to know that you guys are catching the vibe here. A workshop is like a sewing bee. It's like a place where you come and hang out and you scrapbook together, but you pay to be in my house. Why? Because my electricity is on, because I'm running around helping you, because I'm providing snacks and food, because I do, right? Because that's what I do. If you want a place to come, comfortable place to use the tools and different stuff, have a great atmosphere, you have to pay, right? And people had no problem paying. So if I have 20 spots and my downline wants to come, and I got 20 downline that want to come, do you guys see where the problem could be? I'm making money off the products I sell at the event and off the fees. If my team comes, I'm not, if I'm not charging them anything, or I'm not charging them for the products, or I'm not doing it, then they are taking all of my opportunity cost and taking away my ability to earn a profit. Are you guys with me? Right? Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Marcia. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Denise. Right? So I have to be a businesswoman. I'm an entrepreneur. If you're afraid to admit that you're an entrepreneur, I will help you with that. I really will. And as a matter of fact, many of you guys know, hopefully all of you, if you don't, I'm about to do a shameless self-promotion. This book right here will help you dealing with stuff. Today, we're talking about stuff that's in Direct Selling 201, the book that comes out in 8 days from now. So this that we're talking about, there's actually a chapter in there called I Am Not a Charity. Okay. So there you go. Yes. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. And please share it out, you guys. I know some of you guys I'm losing. Others of you are completely on board with what I'm saying, and you're super excited. Oh, thanks, guys. Yes, I'm coming back into my Get Vocal room. Stacy says, yep. And that's a great example. So you can charge your downline. Yes. Okay, this is where I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but I need you guys to hear me out. Hear what I'm saying. Okay, hear what I'm saying. If I only have a certain amount of places, okay, let's go with my 20, and I'm charging $10 a person, right? So I have an opportunity cost of $200 just for people coming into the room, right? To pay for the snacks, to pay for the electricity, to cover some of my time. This is without making any sales, right? So if I let my downline come for free, then I no longer have an opportunity to earn the money to cover the expenses, but I also don't have the money that of the supplies, right? Because they're already consultants and they probably have their own. Hey, Riam, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for being here. And thanks again for sharing it out. If you haven't shared it out yet, do me a solid and hit that share button, okay? Because you and I both know there are other people that need this message. Now, you may be the person that's taking advantage of the person getting your products at cost and you don't want to share it out. I get that, but I'm hoping I can touch your heart so we can change that. I haven't started reading the book yet, but we'll soon. Excellent, Kim. I hope that you do, because I know that you're going to enjoy it. So I know you're going to enjoy it and you're going to get a lot out of it. That's the important part. And thank you guys for the emojis. Thank you for the hearts over here on Facebook. I really do appreciate all that you guys do. All right. So let's say now we have, because I want to explain to you what I do, because I do offer things to my team. I do give them opportunities. Okay. So if my event, if they want to come and help at the event, they may come for free, right? If they want to come and help, they want to watch. They're not going to take a spot, but they want to come and help and watch, learn how to use the tools, get some direction from me. They can come for free. They can eat there. They can have the snacks. I don't care, but they're not taking up a seat. Okay. Are we clear on this? Again, this is not me being mean. This is me being an entrepreneur, me recognizing the value of what I have and wanting to make a profit. If I wasn't a good leader, if I didn't teach them how to be an entrepreneur, then I'm not being a good leader. I'm not being effective, and I'm not giving them what they need in order to earn a living. And then they're going to have their family mad at them for leaving and doing stuff when they're now taxing the family budget instead of increasing it, right? Training costs money, period. Exactly, it does. But I'm willing to let you come for free if you're here to help. Not for me to have a one-on-one with you where I can't talk to my customers, but if you're here to help, right? So the second thing is, if I have room, if it's not full, I'm happy to let a team member come. I absolutely am. And I'm even happy to have them come without paying. Now, this is my choice. You do not have to do this. I want you to understand. I do offer them some things. I'm not going to buy any more food for the X amount. I'm going to buy food for X amount of people, right? So the food's already going to be there. So I'm good with it. If my team member wants to come and learn and educate themselves, and I have room, I am okay with them taking a seat, right? Because I want them to experience it. I want them to work on their products. And I know your business might be different, but that's okay. Just catch the concept. That's the most important here. So I will pamper them and let them have fun, and take a spot. If they want to secure a spot, hey, I don't know what that says. Welcome to the broadcast. If they say, no, I really want to come to your workshop, they want to reserve a spot, they have to pay. Okay, period. You want to take one of those 20 spots, you have to pay me. No, I'm not refunding the money if I didn't end up being full. Okay, this call me whatever you want. Don't send me any hate mail. I'm an entrepreneur. If you want to wait and see if there's an opening, perfect. If you really want to come, you got to pay, right? If you want a reserved spot, you have to pay. 3 in the chat box if you guys are with me, and you're welcome to share. If you feel differently about it, share, because I want to help you understand, because I'm telling you, I'm right. I am right on this, because you cannot run a profitable business if you're not working on it. So you can charge your downline. Yes, I can. I can charge my downline. I don't want to charge them for many things, but I charge them for unit meetings too. Why? Because I'm training, because I'm buying this food. I'm paying for the electricity. I have the incentives. I pay for incentives. I provide things for them. And when people invest in something, they tend to take it more seriously, right? And I think we all know that. It's no big surprise to us that people take things more seriously when they actually have to invest something. But again, thank you, Marcia. There's a choice. There's a chance for them to get it for nothing, right? There's several options. But if you know you want to come, you got to pay. That's just the way it goes. Okay. So now let's go to the other part. Do we charge our downline cost for products. Okay. So this one's going to ruffle some feathers. So pull up your bootstraps, people. Okay. So I'm still in the same thing. And again, if you think I'm wrong about this, ask yourself why you think I'm wrong. Why do you think I'm wrong? Is it your fear? Do you really feel it's wrong to cover your expenses? I mean, really, do you feel it's wrong to cover your expenses? Are you making commission off your downline? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe they are at a very minimalist level. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. That's not the point. The point is that you need to prepare. You need to act big even when you're small. You need to act big even when you're small. Set priorities and set parameters because you are not a charity, right? You're a business. Businesses have to make a profit. Okay. And I encourage you to make a healthy profit. I really do, because it makes it a lot easier in life. Alex, welcome to the broadcast. Good day. It's good to see you. I encourage you to make a healthy profit. When you make a healthy profit, life is easier. It just is. When you don't have to worry about money, when you're not wondering if you're going to be able to make your order, you're not, it's it's a totally different thing. JL says, Vicki, you are straight on here. Thank you, JL, because it's true. And I know so many people that feel guilty about it, or someone else made them feel guilty. Not really made them, because it's really a choice, right? Guilt is one of the bullies in our head, right? It's not wrong. Thanks, Kim. Guilt is a bully in your head. And we need to recognize, like I said, truth and integrity. Are we trying to take advantage? Monica says, boom. There you go. Oh, it's Frank doing something. Hey, unnatural aroma. I haven't seen you forever, girl. Welcome to the broadcast. So you recognize this, right? Is that you are not a charity. Now, there's a difference. We're going to talk about like giving out samples, act big even when you're small. Yes, Kim, we're going to talk about giving out samples and what some of those things and how you can capitalize on certain things. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But right now, we're talking about cost, okay? Selling your products at cost to your downline. All right. Again, pull up your bootstraps. Now, number one, if your downline can purchase the product themselves, they should. Usually, I mean, in most direct sales companies, there's some advantage to either the consistency of the orders, getting a bigger percentage, getting bonuses, getting incentives, different things happen. So usually, again, this is for their benefit. It's usually the best. Sweetie, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you forever. It's to their advantage to purchase direct from the company at their cost, right? Would you guys agree with that? Let's put, where are we? Let's do a 7, because we haven't done 7 yet. Put a 7 in the chat box if you're with me, that it's usually, and if you haven't been in the direct sales industry, that's okay. Think about your vendors. If you guys are working in a business, the more you order of a product, typically your costs go down. Bulk ordering or broader ordering or long-term ordering. Okay, Kim, long-term ordering provides you the advantage of getting discounts and different things that are happening, right? So you guys want to recognize that is usually the best for them. Downline usually get the same discounts their leader does if they order direct. Buying your product at cost costs you money, time, shipping, etc. Potential loss of a sale for you. Yes, Melody Thacker says 7, thanks. And then they don't always get the same discounts, right? If you're higher up in the company, if you've been there longer, or you're doing bigger volume, so oftentimes you might have a bigger profit. Which is my next point. If you are at a higher profit margin, you get to keep it. Okay. You don't owe a discount to people who are not ordering from the company. And I'm telling you right now, I'm about to ruffle some feathers like big time. So just share this out. Tune in your listening ears and pull up your bootstraps, because what I'm about to say is a truth bomb that might hurt some of you, but I am not trying to hurt you. I want you to run a profitable business. I want you to excel. I want you to succeed. And I want you to be excited about your business, not going, oh crap, I lost money again. Like I quit. We don't want you to quit. We want you to make money. So you just have to stand up for yourself. Ja, welcome to the broadcast. Kim says she tends to underprice things. Gotcha, Kim. I'm going to help you with that in just a sec. We're going to talk about that, right? So now here we are with our downline that want products at cost. Now, if I have a team member that's at a crop or a workshop or something, and they need a tape runner, okay? I'm happy to sell them a tape runner at cost, right? We all run out of things, and I want to support them. This is not for them lack of ordering. This is not, thanks for sharing, Ja. Hey, Wadey, welcome to the broadcast. And again, thank you guys. Please share it out. You know people in this industry, or you know people that are salespeople that are struggling. You know people that have their own businesses that are not doing this right. And it doesn't matter if you're in direct sales or not. because this relates. I'm giving you some physical things from my own experience. So it's relevant. Hey, babe, it's good to see you. So it's relevant to you, and then I can give you my own examples without having to use other people as the examples. Okay, so here we are. They need something, right? They ran out of something. They need it real quick. I'm happy to do it. You know, you guys are gonna get mad at this. Okay, I am not a fan of let me get it from you and I'll replace it later. Not a fan. Okay, why? Because that makes you the bank. Banks lose opportunity costs. Banks, they remember, and if you guys have read direct sound, I think it's no. See, when you write 12 books, it's hard to remember what quotes are in what. But I think it's a Victor in your head. Maybe not. I don't know which one it's in, but expectation is the embryo of resentment. We expect that they will get that product back to us immediately. We expect that they're going to make good on their word. Thank you for sharing out, sweetie. We expect them to honor the traditions of business. We expect them to respect us enough to take care of it quickly, and they don't always do that. And it puts you in a position of getting mad, getting frustrated. Don't do for one. Here, write this down, people. Don't do for one what you can't do for all. Write it down. Are you ready? Don't do for one what you can't do for all. Why? Because you're not a bank. Okay, you're not a bank. It doesn't mean you don't want to help people once in a while. It doesn't mean if they need something small that you might not do that. But if you continually run your business like that, I knew some consultants that had lists of pages of things that people owed them. Okay, that's crazy because you're losing money. You're losing money. Now, that does not mean that you never have some arrangement. This is not this blanket thing that can never have any adjustments, but this needs to be your guideline. If people are purchasing from you, that, right? Like I said, if they're purchasing from you, then they purchase at retail. I know. I hear you. Okay. If they need something small, it's fine. If they need a bunch of stuff, order direct from the company. It serves you better. Okay. I'm not saying I never went against this rule. I had a girl once that sold $400 worth of product to a customer that was going on a retreat. Okay. I don't want my downline to lose out on the commissions for the $400. I made her give me a credit card number or give me an actual check that I could cash. She had, whatever, 72 hours, or maybe she had a week or whatever it was to replace the product because I had it. It's something I could do. And it was an exception, not the rule. Exception, not the rule. Are you guys with me? I know I feel like I'm preaching right now. You guys, are you with me? Can I have thumbs up? Did I get my 7? I got my 7 from Melody. I don't think I saw the 7s over here. Welcome, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm trying to share that out and see if I can get that working. Okay, so hopefully you guys are with me, and hopefully we're recognizing how important this is. That your team needs to come to your event, okay? Because most people don't have the inventory I did, right? I mean, I have 1,000 square foot workshop room. I've got tons of product. Thanks, Kim. I had tons of product, and yeah, I ordered literally every week. And as soon as the crop was over, I put my order together and it came back in. And so I was good. It was not a big deal. But I couldn't do that for everybody. So I didn't want to do it for everybody. But in the beginning, if I started doing that, what do you think would happen? I'd get downline coming, purchasing products, say, I'm going to bring it back to you. Then all of a sudden, not only do I not have product for the customers who are buying, but then I'm putting out more money. And then all of a sudden, when it does come back, I got products I don't need because I've already ordered it. Are you guys with me? I know. I got to, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. If they say, oh, they're gonna sign up with so and so because she's gonna do it, bye, Felicia. I mean, I'm not kidding, people. Bye. You do not need people on your team that can't recognize your value. Stacy said, preach it, direct sales guru. I am not a charity. Exactly. JL says there's a huge difference between helping when one is in need and enabling poor business. Boom. I think I might have to quote that and put it in my book, JL. I mean, but that's the truth. If you're not showing people the right way, then you cannot expect them to understand how to run a profitable business. That's your job as the leader. Now, if you're inexperienced as the leader, then I get why, that you're making mistakes. Hey, Gerald, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for sharing it out. If you guys aren't following me yet and you're not afraid because I've gone on this, thing, hey, Beth, welcome, then give me a follow. Make sure you're following. Make sure you have the live notifications tab on there on Facebook, and recognize this value. Recognize your own value. Okay. This is so important. So now we've talked about, the things that we're doing. I know here, I told you guys are going to have to pull up your bootstraps. So here we go. So now we're in a situation where, let's say you did decide to sell someone something at cost, right? Because they're at an event and it's a small item and whatever. Now, let's say you make 30% and, some other people, make 10%. Their commission is 10%, yours is 30. These people are giving their 30% commission to people that only get 10% commission already from the company. So you're basically giving them a raise to buy from you. You're paying them to take your product so you can lose money. I mean, seriously, you guys have got to think about this. Many of you have said, well, I'm just being nice. No, you're not. It's not being nice. You're I don't want to say this harshly, but you're not running a business. Okay. You cannot run your business in the red. If you do, then you will go bankrupt. And if you go bankrupt, then you won't be there to serve people and you'll have a bad taste in your mouth. Thank you, Beth. Appreciate it. And you'll have a bad taste in your mouth about the direct sales industry, about your business, or about these things when that's not the case. Hey, Adam, and welcome. That's not the case. You just have to be strong enough and courageous enough to recognize your value. And if you set these parameters in the beginning, it's really simple. Like I said, don't do for one what you can't do for all. Set up your parameters, right? And customers saying they're going to pay you later, no. Can I just say that again? No. No, no, no. I don't give discounts anymore. A membership is not expensive, so they can get a membership and get great discounts. Exactly, Beth. And that's what I'm saying. Don't do it. Okay, you're not helping them. Now, I know some of you guys are going to send me some hate mail. Hold on, pull up those bootstraps because it's still coming. There's more on this train. I promise you. I did not sell at wholesale to my mother. Okay, I did not. I know. Go ahead. Feel the pain for a minute. If any of you are feeling, oh, what? How could you do that to your own mother? Okay. I mean, really, are any of you feeling that way? Because I really do want to know. But I got to share with you the other side, right? Stacy said that's awesome, but I don't know what she's talking about. JL says I'll sell it to you. Okay. Why did I not sell to my mother at wholesale? Okay. Why? Because this is a great question, right? My mother hopefully loves me. Okay. I mean, my mom passed away, but hopefully my mom loved me. I believe my mother loved me, right? So just like our family and friends, if they want the products and services we have, they should be doubly excited about buying them from us so they can help support our families. If they're our friends and they're going to spend the money anyway, wouldn't you rather spend it with someone you know and care about? I mean, I'm asking that. It's a legit question. Put a 1 in the chat box if you would rather if you're going to spend the money anyway, or if you're going to buy the products. Hey, Dottie, welcome. Wouldn't you rather buy something from someone you know? Wouldn't you rather help their family budget and help them financially than a stranger? So why would you, if they expect you to give them a discount, that's a problem. That is a problem, but that's a conditioning that they've got. And I'm going to help you figure out what to say, right? Hey, Dottie, thanks for inviting people. So I'm waiting for those ones to come through because I know we have this long delay, right? Beth says yes. Kim says yes. Kim, hey, Dottie, thank you. Denise says yes, she wants to support them, right? So when you think about it that way, it's different. Kim says a company I'm with, not MLM, I sell the product cheaper than they can get it from the company. Your thoughts? Okay, give me a minute to finish the thought I'm on, Kim, and then so copy that, and you might have to repost it in a minute because the way this is designed, the comments do go away on Facebook too, because I'm not streaming direct through Facebook. I'm through the Get Vocal app. Thanks, Dottie. So hold that one so I can finish this thought and then answer it to you. Okay. So when we look at this, my mom should be excited to support me. Your friends should be excited to support you. And if your friends are expecting a discount, maybe they need a bubble bump. I'm just saying. right? Because friends shouldn't expect that from you. Now, if you don't know what a bubble bump is, that's from A Vic the Bully in Your Head, book number 2 in the 12 books, 12 month series. And it's really important that we recognize that real friends get that. Okay. Stacy says, yes, of course. JL says one, that we need to understand that this is something really important, that people, friends, don't expect for you to give them a discount. They may have been conditioned to believe that's the way it is. And that's why we're going to talk about how to get that. Thank you, Beth. We're going to talk about how to share that respectfully with them. And I'm just going to give you some words that work. And hopefully you guys will find that valuable, because I know watching other people struggle, because once you've been doing it, it's much harder, right? I always say it's easier to set the rules in the beginning than it is to change them in the middle of the game, because it's kind of like, that isn't really working for me anymore. So guess what? This is what we're doing now. And we are going to have to do that, but I'm going to give you a way to do that. So I'm going to take a breath really quick. I'm going to give you guys a chance to formulate some questions. And like I said, I want you guys to understand you're not a charity, and you shouldn't be embarrassed or discouraged by the fact that you're not a charity. You should be excited, because you have an opportunity to earn a living doing something you love. You have an opportunity to understand your products and your prices so well that you can deliver the ultimate value to your customers, your clients, and your friends, right? Yes, I'm on Get Vocal, Alfredo. And we're on Instagram, Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, on my website, and in the Get Vocal platform. Okay, so this is critically important for your own self-esteem, because I know that's where most people struggle, telling the other people. So I'm going to introduce myself really quick, and then we're going to finish up that topic and let you guys know, and I will answer your questions. Okay. So first of all, for those who don't know me, hey, I'm Vicki Fitch. I am a direct sales expert. I've been in the industry for 20 years, top 10 sales and recruiting internationally for more than a decade. I've built and sold 4 companies. I'm an author, speaker, international business consultant, and I'm here to help all of you get outside the 5,000 to turn your passion into your profits. You know, this is where it's at. The rubber meets the road with people recognizing their own value. The reason I wrote this 12 books, 12 months series, starting with Direct Selling 101, is so you could become the best version of yourself. So you could recognize your value and stop giving it away. Stop recognizing yourself as valuable after you lost money, or after you were so frustrated that you quit, or after. We need to recognize your value now. We need to recognize that you have what it takes, and that you're important, and that people care about you. Okay. And if they don't care about you, then we don't want to work with them anyway, or we can work with them, but we just need to recognize that. Hey, Alfredo, welcome. The sales manager of a local Ford dealership is a very good friend. I assure you, he does not give me a discount, let alone sell to me at cost. Okay, so now this is a really great point that I want to make as well. But I'm gonna finish up where I was at first. If you guys do not have my books yet, I'm encouraging you right now to get them. Not because I want your $20 or your the money for the whole set of books, because I want your life to change. I want you to recognize your value. I want you to go, oh my gosh, this is actually easy and it's fun. It's not me having to gird up to tell people, oh, I got to make a profit. It's like, people should be celebrating your profit. Your team needs to see that you're profitable if you want them to follow you. If you want other people to be able to change their lives and make money and do something they love, then you have to step up and show them. You have to be the leader, right? So you got to lead from the middle of the pack, lead from the front of the pack. You got to lead from somewhere. But so here we're talking about, JL was talking about his friend doesn't give him a discount. So now that's a business that there's negotiating that goes involved, right? There's some negotiating, top sticker, what discounts and stuff they're allowed to do. So if your friend isn't offering you the same opportunities as someone else, then I don't want to be mean. Okay, this might sound contradictory, so let me explain. Because they have the opportunity, when you're buying something at retail and wholesale and selling at retail, you have some options there. If your friend is charging you $25,000 more for the same car, then he has to show you $25,000 more worth of value. Are you guys with me? I mean, I'll pay more for something if I'm getting more for something. I'm not going to go and pay $1 for this battery to you or $10 to someone else unless I'm getting something. Now, if I was getting free replacements for life on this battery, it might be worth $10 to me, right? If I'm getting a service where you're going to come and insert this battery in whatever item I need every single time I need it, that might be worth $10 to me. But you have to provide the value. Thank you, Beth. You've got to provide the value. You don't have to be the cheapest. You can even, I know this is going to wow or frustrate some of you. I charge more than other people for different things because I add in my own value added services. You know, if somebody was charging $10 for a workshop, I was probably charging 15. Why? Because I had samples, because I would maybe give them a little craft thing to do, because I have space. I had, oh, hey, Francis, welcome to the broadcast. I had a 1,000 square foot workshop room. They all got half of a 6 foot table. They didn't get that most places. I'm allowed to charge more for the value I'm delivering. Are you guys with me? You need to charge for your value. It's not, it's not just what other people are getting, it's what you're worth. And you need to recognize that. Spot on, JL says. So I know this is tough for some of you, and some of you that are watching the replay or even that are watching here right now are probably like, my upline sells to me at cost and I like it that way. Okay, but she's still not teaching you to be a good entrepreneur. She's not teaching you to rock that dream. She's not teaching you to make money. If you're in business, you want to make money. If you want to make money, then you have to learn to do it right. And if she's been doing it wrong, then you need to give her some grace and allow her to do it right. What does that mean? It means you have to be more prepared in your ordering. It means you have to be more prepared in things. Hey, Susie, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks again for sharing this out. If you guys haven't shared it out yet, would you do me a solid and share this out? I would really appreciate it. Again, I want to reach more people. This is the truth. I want to reach more people. I want to help more people. If you guys know me at all, you know I'm on a mission to help entrepreneurs. I'm on a mission to help people to recognize their own value, and I see it not happening. Okay, so now we're going to talk about trades and bartering, right? There's nothing wrong with trades and bartering. Okay, this is going to maybe upset some of you. Are you ready? Okay, when you're driving in Indirect Selling 101, hey, Joe, welcome back to the broadcast. I'm going to show you guys something really quick because I think you'll get a kick out of it. I got to find this. There's a sketch in here. I mean, a drawing that Jay did for me. Okay. So right here, and I know this is probably going to be hard. I'm going to kind of move it around so all the screens get it, right? So this, and I know you can't see it perfectly. That's okay. You guys can, if as a matter of fact, if you go though to vickifitch.com/5K, oh, that's sorry. It's the wrong map. Never mind. This one is not there. Okay. But you can see on here that it shows you a recruiting road and it shows you Sales Street. If you take Bartering Boulevard because you are afraid to drive down Sales Street, that is a problem. Okay, now let me see if this makes sense to you. If you're bartering because you're afraid to ask for the price that your product is, or you're afraid that people will reject you and they won't buy it, that is a problem. Bartering because you have something of value that other people want and that you're choosing to make that exchange because you want to and it's good for you is completely different than, well, how about if we just trade because you're afraid? That is not serving yourself well at all. Okay. So if you're afraid to drive down Sales Street and you choose Barter Boulevard because of it, that is a problem. Now, there are also things, and I know I'm loading you guys with a lot today because this is a very big topic. Here's my awesome gal, Vicki. Is that the Simpsons map of the town? You're funny, Jeremy. Let me go back over here. And then Kim, go ahead and get your question ready to repost because I'm about to answer it. Trades and bartering, you're great at that. Well, the thing is that it's good. I really don't do that much of it, but I do things. Hey, Frank, welcome to the broadcast. I've done a few trades a few times, but no more. Well, and that's what I'm saying. If it's serving you, then it's okay. Now, there's also a thing where you're actually doing when people want you to promote their products or services. Hey, Papa Bear Alaska, welcome, honey. And when people want you to promote their products or services, that they're, sending samples. Like I get a lot of different samples for different products. After I try them, then I'll share them with you guys. You guys might remember the naked eyeball pictures from the Rodan and Fields thing that I did with their eyelash stuff. It is freaking fantastic, right? If you know your product is awesome and you want someone to sing your praises, it's okay for you to provide something to someone. That's investing in your business. Hey, Francis, welcome to the broadcast. It's investing in your business. It's a marketing expense. Okay. Not because you're afraid of something, but remember, if you think you have a product like here, this eye stuff, I don't ever want to be without that stuff again. I love it. So I'm a customer for life. They sent me a tube. I am going to continue to buy that product because I love it. So if you know your product is awesome, thanks for inviting people, Francis. If you know your product is awesome, then it's okay for you to ask someone to try it. It's okay for you to do that if you trust that's their due. Now, for me, like I said, when I get stuff, like I have this, the Plexus, somebody sent me a stash of Plexus and they want me to do this little program for them. I will check it out, but they have two choices. One, I will tell people daily what's happening. Or two, I will tell you if I don't like it, I'm not going to pretend that I like it, right? But I don't have to say anything to anyone. I can try it out. And then if I don't like it, I won't say anything. But if they want me to walk through the process, like I did with the naked eyeball pictures, you have to be prepared for the result, right? If I don't like it, I'm not going to bag on you and say you're horrible and awful and your company sucks. But I'm not going to say, hey, I really like this product or I really recommend it, right? So it's okay for you to get other people, thanks, sweetie, for you to get other people to contribute or participate in things. It's okay for you to be the recipient of those things. It's not okay for you to be, for you to not think about what you're doing. Sending out a bunch of samples and never following up, that's not going to serve you very well. Why? It's not the person's responsibility to get back to you. It's your responsibility to follow up with those people. See if you can answer questions. See if they like the product. See if you can give them something different. It's your choice, right? And that's where your value add comes in. Do you think that I'm going to be more likely to purchase the product from someone down the street as someone who sent me samples and asked me to do it? If my friend or neighbor never even asked me about it and didn't offer me samples, I don't, it doesn't mean I don't love you. But if you weren't courageous enough to come and talk to me about your product and service, then please don't be mad at someone else that did. Don't be mad at someone else's marketing finesse, marketing prowess to recognize, hey, she live streams every day. She's an expert in this industry. If I get her to endorse my product, I'm in really good shape. That's smart business. Are you guys with me? Like I said, I want you guys to understand how to operate a profitable business. And it is profitable if you're using your marketing dollars to utilize someone to tell about your product and service. Hey, chap, welcome to the broadcast. All right. There you go. I'm going to check the messages on all the platform. I'm going to wait for those things. And Kim, are you still here, Kim? Did you want me to still answer that question? Let's see. Stacy says it amazes me how many people send me samples and never follow up. Right, Stacy? It's true. I'm going to have to listen to this again. Gotcha. This is gold and true story. Well, it really is. I do that with new books. Excellent. Excellent, sweetheart. Yeah, we want to definitely follow up, right? If I send books to people, I want to find out, did you read it? Did you like it? What did you think? Is there something, for the next edition you think, did you see any mistakes? Did you find value? Would you like to provide a testimonial, right? So this is important. And people should know better. I don't know what that's in reference to, Stacy, that they should know better. I'm not exactly sure what that was. So let's see. Let me go over and check all the comments. Okay, I got that one. We're all good there. So for those of you guys who are new to the stream, we are live streaming on Instagram. Hey, Lamp, welcome to the broadcast. I'm on Instagram, Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, Get Vocal, and my website. Okay, Kim says, a company I'm with, not an MLM, I sell the product cheaper than they can get it from the company. What are your thoughts? Okay, Kim, let's see. Let me ask Kim some questions, and we know there's going to be some delays in getting the responses back because there's delays here. So, Kim, why are you selling it to them less than the company? That's right. I guess I am smarter than I thought. Not bad for a vaquero. You're awesome, Frank. I love you, man. So you are smart, Frank. That was smart of you. And I don't know if you want me to tell them or not, but if you want me to, I'll be happy to tell. So Kim, So my question, I got a sample of face oil and it smells bad. They never sent follow up. I got a product once and it smelled so bad. I was like, I messaged them and I was like, I'm so sorry, but I think that this product might have been sitting out in your warehouse or something. I think it's rancid. And they're like, oh, it does that sometimes. That was the answer. I was like, oh, so did you want me to use the rancid product on my face? Because that just doesn't sound very good to me, right? So think about that. Think about who's in charge of your customer service too. If you have somebody else in charge of it, you need to make sure. Okay, Frank, I'm going to tell them. Let's see, to get to them to buy me from me instead of the company. Okay, so here's two schools of thought. So if let's say the company is selling something for $100, right, retail, Kim is a wholesaler, and let's say she gets it for $50. So if you're selling it to these other people for 75, Kim, you're making money. The company isn't losing money because they're selling it to you anyways, right? So you're making money. But what I would like to recommend is that you think of it in a different way. Think of it as getting closer to charging them the same amount the company does, but providing extra value, right? Yeah, I'm following up on it. Then tell them too. Gotcha, Francis. Follow up on the process of like, what extra value can you deliver? So I think I know what business it is, Kim, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to make something up that may be close, it may not be. But so let's say that Kim is selling horse feed because Kim happens to be a horse trainer. I know that about her. And so if she's selling this horse feed, well, what can she do differently? Kim knows how to deal with horses. So maybe if they spend $90 for this product instead of the 100, but Kim will go out there, or even better yet, is that Kim charges 110 more than the company is, but then does something special for them. So she's got the value add. So they don't mind paying the extra $10. So Kim is now making $60 on the product, plus giving extra value and getting the referral business, because you don't have to be the cheapest to get the business. You have to provide the best service or a value add. Tell me if that makes sense, Kim. Kim says, provide extra value for the same price. I like, yes, Kim, or more. Like if it was me, I'd be charging more, but I get that you might need to stair step your way there. But think about it. Like, remember when I told you about this? $10 for the battery or $1 for the battery? I'll pay $10 for this battery if you're going to replace it for the rest of my life, right? I mean, think about it. Papa Bear Alaska says he agrees. So if you can add value, people will spend money. Oh, Horace, thank you so much. We're so excited you're here. Okay, so Kim says, yes, it makes sense. Fantastic. And Frank says, I can tell you guys. Now, I know this broadcast is longer than I've been doing 30-minute broadcasts. I knew this one was going to be longer because there was so much meat here to tell you. Stacy says the people who don't follow up should know better. Absolutely. Okay, so Frank works for Optavia, and Frank had me come and speak at their event, and which was a great thing, and I really appreciated that. And Frank wanted me to try the Optavia products, and so I don't have a very like I hadn't seen all of their stuff and wasn't understanding exactly what it was. And I said, if you want me to try it, I'm happy to do that. And then this is the choices. You can send me the product. You guys have samples, send me a sample. And he said, well, we don't have samples. Hey, Raven, welcome. We don't have samples. We have this, program, and you have to do a mini program or whatever. So he is sending me a mini program. It is not inexpensive, and this is the truth. It's not inexpensive. But Frank recognizes the value that if I look and feel better, I'm going to want to stay on his program. He also recognizes the value that I am a live streamer, that I'm an expert in this industry, that I have a lot of influence over other people. I would never use that influence to, push you guys astray. It's not affecting me whether or not you guys decide to look or feel better. But if I have a product that makes me look and feel better, I'm going to tell you about it, right? But I'm very open. Like I said, I told him, you want me to do it? You want me to tell him from the very beginning? Hey, I'm starting this program. Oh, Instagram's going off in 26 seconds, you guys. So if you want to come over, you want to finish because you can only do an hour on Instagram, come on over either to Facebook, YouTube at Vicki Fitch, my Facebook page, or Periscope, because you guys are going to go bye-bye. So I'm going to let you go maybe it'll keep my video. Bye. Because sometimes the video doesn't stay. Hey, Ja, thank you. So, okay, so as we're back recognizing this, I guess I could you know what? It's rude of me not to start it again, huh? Like to I'm just being rude because they were in the middle of listening to this story, so I guess I probably should. Oh, it doesn't want me to do it. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I just felt bad. I feel bad like cutting them off and saying, "Oh, sorry, you don't get the rest." Hey, everybody, if you this is this part 2 because Instagram only lets us do an hour, so this is the rest. If you didn't see the other one, you probably want to check it out, but I didn't want you guys to not have any information. Okay, so back to Frank. Hey, Pam, welcome to the broadcast. When you have someone that's very vocal about products and services, and you believe in your product enough to let them try it and tell the world what they think, if your product's really good, you just got yourself a spokesperson. This is free advertising. I have a pretty extensive following on different platforms. I have a lot of information, and who knows? I mean, the chances are that if I like it, then I'll continue with the program. If I like it, maybe my family will start on the program. They have ones for weight loss, they have ones for health. Hey, Lehman, welcome. So there's a lot of things, a lot of opportunity. So you need to pick where your money is invested in your marketing dollars. Where is a good choice for you? What makes sense? Passing bars out on the street, just handing bars to people that you can't follow up on. It's great for your company if they're trying to just get name recognition for the company, but it wouldn't serve you well. If you can't follow up, it's not going to serve you well. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Okay, so let me know if there's other questions. Kim, do you feel like I answered your questions adequately? Did anybody else have a question? Because again, I really appreciate you guys. And like I said, we went double long today to try and provide value there. Let's see. JL says there's an old adage, sales gets them, customer service loses them, right? Ain't that the truth? Either keeps them or loses them. Value-added service is worth more than the price of the product in many cases. I absolutely believe that. I believe I will pay more if I'm getting something. If I feel valued and appreciated, if I feel like you care about my business and I'm helping to support you and your family, I'm way more apt to do it than I will. And I'm just wondering, I would totally be willing to pay more money than to deal with someone that copped an attitude with me. I mean, are you guys with me? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, if somebody's going to cop a tude with me or talk down to me, do you think I want them to have my business? Oh no. I do not want them to have my business. I want to deal with, you're welcome, Kim. I want to deal with people that respect me, that they value me, and honestly, it does feel good to know that you're helping someone's family out, right? I mean, it feels good to know that my contribution to Frank's family or Kim's family or Stacy's family, that it's helping them. It is good. If you can't add enough value, then this could hurt, okay? If I'm paying somebody, because I have a VA team, right? And I've got people in the Philippines. If I'm paying somebody $5 an hour for a service that you charge $200 an hour for, the product you're delivering is going to have to be that much greater. If it's not, then don't get mad that I'm working with my team, right? Yeah, customer service is number one. Don't be mad that I'm working with people that are charging less than you. Provide more value. Get better at your craft. Just recognize that. Does this make sense to you guys? I hope it makes sense because, again, I want you guys to run profitable businesses. I don't want you to struggle. I don't want you to feel like the direct sales industry or your business can't be profitable because you've been running it incorrectly. You can run it correctly. You have the chance. You have the opportunity. All right. I'm going to stop jammering and check all my messages over here and make sure, okay, that we're good there. I'm going to tell you guys one other thing because we might as well round it out at, an hour and 10 minutes or something. I'm going to tell you one more thing that, especially in the direct sales industry, this is going to be rough for some of you. I believe you should master one business. If you want to be in multiple direct sales businesses, I recommend that you stick with one. I really do. But there are some complementing businesses that work well together. If you want to get discounts on other products, right? Stay focused on one business, right? Hey, Jeremy, welcome. Stay focused on one business until you are a master at it. And it's basically an autopilot before you try and add another one on. Until then, and this is in Direct Selling 201 as well. And I hope that you guys will purchase that. Hey, Jojo, welcome, honey. I hope you guys will purchase that as well. But in direct selling too, when I talk about these things where you have what we call sales scouts or recruiting scouts, right? The people that love your product and service, that maybe they can't afford it, that you reward them. Oh, hey Rick, welcome, honey. That you reward them in products or events for referring business to you, right? So we're working in conjunction. Hey Hunter, welcome, sweetheart. It's good to see you. So we want to make sure that we're providing that value to them, right? But you can reward them in a different way. They don't have to join your team, but you can reward them. And then you can do, cross selling. And cross selling means being able to, like, let's say, for instance, I needed horse food, hey, horse food or whatever from Kim. And Kim needed scrapbook supplies for me. It's okay for us to trade out those services, right? That we talked about before. Kim says, hey, you can get this discount. Lori, welcome, sweetheart. You would love this topic we were just talking about. As a matter of fact, you'll love this piece that we're talking about right now. So we can have these other recruiting scouts. We don't need people to be out there joining our team if they don't want to be on our team, but they can be our recruiting scouts or our sales scouts. They can find, and when they find other people that are interested in your product or service, that's kind of what Frank just did with me. Frank's going to be providing me. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys. And if you are interested, I cannot tell you how the products taste or if they work yet. But if you're interested in someone that is very interested in making sure that your health is where you want it to be, Frank is your man. Frank, put your name, put some emojis and stuff up there. Follow Frank. Because I was really touched. Frank and I went to high school together, but we didn't really spend time together. I was touched at their meeting about how much he cares and how much those other people care about each other. It was just, you could tell they're not in it for the money. They're in it to help people, but I'm going to help them find the money. I just want you guys to know that I'm going to help them recognize their value and make sure they find the money. But I just found they were so committed to helping. But when I looked at the food choices, I started salivating. Oh, love you. Got to do homework. Bye, baby. Good to see you. That's my niece. So there's all this stuff. Thanks, Frank. So they care. And when people care, then they're going to help you. They're not trying to find products that are meeting their quota. That they're trying to find the products that are going to serve you, that are going to help you to lose weight or to feel better or to get your energy back. And so when I saw the food, I was like, ooh, that looks really good, right? The stuff looked good. I actually started being very excited about it. I'm salivating right now, Frank. Just like if you guys live in Long Beach, I will be in Long Beach tomorrow. I'm going, Frank. I will be in Long Beach tomorrow at Delightful Crepes Cafe. I know I'm barely telling you guys right now because I hadn't decided for sure if I could make it, but Delightful Crepes Cafe in Long Beach. Frank, tell me the time again. That makes me salivate. Those crepes, I have to tell you, are to die for. I mean, seriously, I can't wait to get there because I want to eat. Hey, Nut. Well, Nut, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for being here. So finding other people that have the product and service you want, so you guys can do some of those recruiting scouts and sales scouting for them. Those are good things. Even if, okay, and this is one of those, one of those opportunities. Well, I won't even go into that now because it'll take me another 20 minutes and we're already way over. So I hope you guys found value today. I got to go check all the messages on all the platform. For those of you who are just finding us, please do a girl solid and make sure that you're follow. Ooh, did you guys hear that? Well, it just had big, huge thunder and lightning outside. So if it goes out, you'll know what happened. Okay. So I'm checking. Okay, so we're good there. Let's see if we have comments over here. 6:30 p.m. I will be there a little bit early because I think Simone, I have to meet with Simone about Simone. I'm actually doing a book signing there, by the way, you guys. I'll have to get the dates to you. We're almost done with the little flyer, but I'm doing a book signing there as well. And so we want to make sure that you guys know how to get there. Stacy said, yep, this was awesome. Thank you, Stacy. I see. Wait, what are crepes? Oh, you have to look them up. I don't even know how to explain them to you. It's not the crepe material. It's the stuff she puts inside of them. I see. That's what you suggested when I was thinking about doing Park Lane. Yes, Stacy. Fun fact about you, you love to eat. Oh, do I ever. I love to eat. I love food. I do not pretend. I'm not one of those girls that pretends she doesn't like to eat. We have the amazing Jamil Frazier speaking on the importance of a side hustle in today's economy. Well, I am looking forward to meeting Jamil. You talk very highly of him, Frank, and if you talk highly of him, then I am excited about meeting him. So, guys, I hope you found an incredible value today. If you didn't share it out yet, hit the share button, do a girl a solid, and let's make sure other people understand this as well. If you have not purchased the books, right? Direct Selling 101 is number one. Evict the Bully in Your Head. Next week, Direct Selling 201 comes out. I promise you, the 12 Books, 12 Months series is designed to help you to become the best version of yourself. I'm telling you, by the end of the year, you will have a totally different mindset. Hey, Nikki, welcome to the broadcast. You really will. Oh, you're welcome, Denise. I hope you found value. Guys, go to VickiFitch.com/5K. At least join the Fitch 5000. If you guys aren't ready to purchase the books, fine. But if you're ready, get the entire set and I will do a free 30-minute consultation for you, for your team, for whatever, for whatever group you want me to do. I'll do a presentation for you to try and help you with whatever issue you guys are having trouble with. Okay. So keep that in mind because I charge $800 an hour. So that's a $400 value for you guys. Plus you guys get into the membership site where like this video, for instance, is going to be coming off. It'll be here for a week and then it's going into my membership site. There's a lot of content that you're going to get when it's live. You'll have a limited time and then I'm going to put it in the membership site. So I really do appreciate you guys. I hope you found value. Join the Fitch 5000, join the Entrepreneur Rock Stars, go buy some books and make sure that you rock that dream. Okay, guys, I appreciate you. And I want to remind you, like I always do, to dream it, believe it, and achieve it. Ciao. You're welcome, Marcia. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I really do appreciate all that you do. Any of you guys that want to pop into the Get Vocal room, I'll stay in there for 5 minutes. GETVOKL.com. You'll see the Vicki Fitch live room. Come on over and say howdy if you want to. I'd love for you guys to pop on screen. As a matter of fact, Frank, you should come on over. Just come on over. Again, GETVOKL.com. It'll take you a second because if you don't have an account yet, you have to hook it up with Twitter or Facebook. But just come on in and say hey, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in a minute. Okay. Oh, wait. Ciao. I know. It went on to a